Attention, Commanders fans. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster that's about to shake up the very foundation of our team. The NFL never stops, and Washington is right in the eye of the storm. You ready for the bombshell? Our star wide receiver is packing his bags, and you won't believe where he's headed. He's off to the Eagles. This move has the entire league talking and has our fan base holding its breath. It's the end of an era. But hold up, there's more. Our special teams are about to get a major boost. Kicker with nerves of steel could be making his way to DC, and trust me, this guy's got a golden leg. Could he be the missing piece to secure those crucial points? And to top it all off, brace yourselves because this is wild. As our star receiver leaves, another one could be on the way. Yeah, you heard that right. An explosive talent from the West Coast might be packing up to join our offense. Can you imagine the impact he'd have on our passing game? Don't take your eyes off the screen, because these updates are going to change the face of our Commanders. If you love this team as much as I do, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single detail of this revolution in Washington. The season hasn't even started and we're already on fire. Let's go, Commanders. Can you believe it, Commanders fans? I'm telling you, this is wild. Our receiver, the one we picked in the first round just 2 years ago, is heading to Philadelphia. Yeah, you heard that right. Jahan Dotson, the 16th pick, the 2022 draft, is now going to be rocking Eagles green. But you know what? I don't think this is a coincidence. Let's break this down for a minute. Dotson wasn't exactly shining in camp, right? We had Dyami Brown outshining him, and that new guy, DeCass, stealing the headlines. So let me ask you, doesn't this feel like something was off? But wait, it gets better. We got a 3rd-round pick and 2 7ths in return. In exchange, we're sending Dotson and our 5th-round pick. Is it a good deal? I think it depends on how you look at it. Now let's rewind a bit. Remember when we traded down from the 11th pick to the 16th in 2022? The Saints grabbed Chris Olave, and we ended up with Dotson, plus a few extra picks. From those picks, we got Brian Robinson, Sam Howell, and Cole Turner. Not bad, right? But I gotta ask you, was that initial move worth it? Look, let's be honest. Dotson wasn't living up to the expectations. When you draft someone in the first round, you expect immediate impact, a game changer. Did we see that from Dotson? I don't think so. Now let's think about the future. This move opens up space in our receiving core. Does this mean we have more faith in the guys we've got? Or maybe we're setting the stage for something bigger? I'm telling you, keep your eyes peeled because this might just be the beginning. And speaking of the Eagles, what are they thinking? Do they believe they can unlock Dotson's potential? It's a gamble, no doubt, but if it pays off, well, we could be regretting this for years. But here's what's important, fans. This move shows that our team isn't afraid to admit mistakes and move forward. Is it tough to see a 1st-round pick go? Absolutely. Sometimes you've got to take a step back, take 2 steps forward. So now I'm asking you, what do you think about this deal? Do you think the Commanders made the right call by letting Dotson go? Or do you think we should have given him more time? And here's my final take. This move is bold, risky, but potentially brilliant. It shows that our team is willing to evolve, not cling to the past. Yeah, it could go south, but it could also be the catalyst we need to take that next step. Adam Peters, our general manager, just showed that he doesn't mess around. And you know what? I think it's exactly what we needed. This man didn't wait until final cuts to solve our field goal problem. No, sir. He went straight to Cleveland and brought in Cade Yorks. And who's Cade Yorks, you ask? Well, let me tell you. This kid is just 23 years old, but don't be fooled by his youth. He was a 4th-round pick in 2022, straight out of LSU. And now I ask you, do you know what it means to come from LSU? It means this guy has nerves of steel. He was part of the undefeated national championship team in 2019. Undefeated, you hear me? That's no small feat. But wait, there's more. In his rookie season with the Browns, Yorks proved he's got a steady leg. He nailed 24 of 32 field goal attempts, including 1 from 58 yards. 58 yards, folks. That's almost from the other side of the field. I'm telling you, this kid's got a cannon for a leg. Now, let's be honest. Yorks has had his ups and downs. He struggled in the 2023 preseason and has bounced around between teams. But I think that's only made him stronger. Don't you think those experiences have toughened him up? I say yes. And here's where it gets interesting. The Commanders have had a kicker carousel since Brandon McManus arrived. First, it was Ramiz Ahmed, then Riley Patterson, and now York. Let me ask you, could this be the definitive solution to our field goal problem? Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. Patterson had his issues, missing 3 out of 5 attempts in the preseason. That's not acceptable in the NFL, and we all know it. But York could be different. He's got the pedigree, he's got the experience, and more importantly, he's got something to prove. Now, here's what I'm saying. This move could be exactly what the Commanders need to take that next step. A reliable kicker can be the difference between winning or losing close games. And in a league as competitive as the NFL, every point matters. But here's the big question, the one we should all be asking. Can York handle the pressure of playing in Washington? Will he be that clutch kicker we desperately need in critical moments? I believe he's got the potential, but now it's up to him to prove it on the field. And to you, Commanders fans, I ask, what do you think of this move? Do you think York is the missing piece we needed? Or do you think we should have looked for other options? Drop your comments, because I want to know what you think. This is your team, and your opinion matters. In my opinion, this move shows that our front office is committed to improving every aspect of the team. They're not settling for mediocrity. And that's exactly what we need if we want to compete at the highest level. York could be a diamond in the rough, and with the right support, he could become one of the best kickers in the league. So keep your eyes wide open, because the upcoming season promises to be exciting. With York on the team, every kick will be a spectacle. And remember, in football, sometimes it all comes down to those crucial 3 points. Will York rise to the occasion? I think he will, but time will tell. Our wide receiver, the guy we all thought would be the future of this franchise, guess what? He's out. Yeah, you heard me right. We've shipped him straight to the city of brotherly love. Can you believe it? To our division rivals. Now I have to ask, what are they thinking up in the front office? Because I believe, and listen closely, this is just the beginning. But don't get discouraged just yet, because with this move, we've stacked up draft picks like poker chips. A 3rd rounder and 2 7ths. Not bad, right? But let me ask you, what do we need all these picks for? Are they planning something big? And here's where it gets interesting, folks. While we're making moves out in the Bay Area, there's a receiver who's making waves. Yeah, I'm talking about Brandon Ayuk. This guy's got hands like silk and speed like lightning. And guess what? He's not happy with his contract. Now here's what I'm telling you. Our new GM, Adam Peters, knows Ayuk well. He drafted him in the 1st round a few years ago. And not only that, remember our new quarterback? Turns out he and Ayuk go way back to college. The chemistry is already there, people. I don't think this is a coincidence. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because it looks like we're putting together a puzzle here. We move one receiver, stockpile some picks, and suddenly there's a star receiver available who's got connections with our team. So let me ask you, is this Peter's master plan? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. 49ers aren't fools. They're going to fight to keep Ayuk. But now we've got the tools to get in that fight. And if we pull it off, my friends, our offense could do a complete 180. But here's my take, and listen up. This move with Dotson isn't the end, it's the beginning. We're positioning ourselves for something big. And I believe, with all my heart, that something could be Brandon Ayuk in a Commanders jersey. Now, I'm asking you, loyal Commanders fans, what do you think of all this? Do you think we're making the right move by letting Dotson go? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing Ayuk running routes for us? Because I'm telling you, if we manage to bring him in, we could be talking about a completely different team next season. Don't stay silent. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment. Do you agree with me? Or do you think I'm crazy? Because I assure you, this is just the beginning of what could be a very, very interesting summer for Commander. And remember, no matter what happens, we're still a family. Family that wants to see our team at the top. So stay tuned, because this is going to get good. Real good. And I'll be here, bringing you all the news and opinions you need to know. All right, Commanders family, it's time for the real talk. We've been through these explosive updates together, and now I want to hear from you. Are you ready to shake up the NFL world? First off, let's talk about Dotson. You think his departure is a step back? Or could it be the springboard to something bigger? Share your thoughts, because I believe this move might be smarter than it seems at first glance. Now, about our new kicker. Do you think Cade York is the missing piece we needed to lock down those crucial points? I'm telling you, a solid kicker can be the difference between winning and losing, and York's got potential in spades. And finally, the big question. Brandon Ayuk, on the Commanders. Can you imagine that dynamic duo with our new quarterback? Drop your predictions because I feel like something big is brewing. Listen up, fans. This is our moment. I need you to join this community, this family. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel right now. Every subscription, every comment, every like is another brick in the fortress we're building. Together, we're going to take the Commanders to the top. Don't stay silent. I want to see those comments on fire with your opinions. Remember, you're a crucial part of this team. So share, debate, and keep the passion for the Commanders alive. And remember, hail to the Redskins.